Okay, so this is our weekly team call, and we're going over goals for April and quarter two. And I will kick it back to you, Amber, because you seemed like you want
Okay.
to.
Okay, I am pulling mine up so I can review them. So I'll go first, and then I know for sure a few of you already have, so I'll let you guys share yours. They're going to be different for every person. And I want to say that when I was a brand new coach, I looked at what other coaches were saying, and I was like, what is like 2 PS mean? And then I realized, oh, okay, that's personally sponsored. So like sometimes I like in the beginning, I didn't understand fully what was going on, but I just tried to like take in what I could, research what I felt mattered to me at that time. And if, some of my goals are going to be different from your guys' goals because it just depends on where you're at in the business. But I always think it's a good idea to shoot a little higher than you think you might be able to do. I think that mentally, like, there's a difference between shooting so high that you feel like you're going to be a failure and then you let yourself down. But then there's also setting it a little higher. So then even if you fall short, you're still hitting the main like requirement. So when I say like requirement, one thing that we recommend for your business is to hit Success Club. That's what like Beachbody's established that. You're not penalized if you don't do it, but that's the way you're going to grow a team, get enough income to cover your supplements. Like it's how people see success over time. So the bare minimum is helping 3 people a month. So I recommend that everybody should have higher than Success Club 6 though, because like, even though that's a goal, that's kind of the bare minimum if you are serious about working a business, which I feel like you are, especially if you're on this call or listening to this call, you care enough about it to see something come out of it. So I'm just going to challenge you guys to step it up a little bit, because even if you fall short, like I said, it's still in the right direction. So my goals this month, they kind of stay the same each month. And another thing, I don't hit them all each month, but they still are something for me to work towards. And so they end up getting back on there month after month after month. Okay, so on Success Club 30. So that would mean, we get 2 points per challenge pack or completion pack. So that's 15 customers ordering challenge packs. Now, I didn't say new customers. Some of these might be old customers that are recommitting with 10 rounds, or buying a completion pack or something, or a customer lead that I didn't actually have to work for that could buy a challenge pack. So that's just 15 challenge packs that I would like to sell this month. They could be new people, they can be existing people, because although high success numbers are great, I personally really want to focus on nurturing the customers and team that I already have, and helping my coaches see success while bringing new people on. So I'm not trying, even though it's commission, I don't want to to me, more than Success Club 30 is a lot for me. I want to be able to like help all these people that I'm bringing on. I want to have 2 of my coaches, my personally sponsored coaches, advance to diamond. So you guys know like all my emeralds, that I have a diamond push group. So if you're emerald, you're in there, but if you are close or not based on if you are recruiting and where you're at with your own downline. 10 new coaches. So I want to bring on 10 new coaches, and I would like half of them to be existing challengers, because I really do think that coaches that fall in love with Beachbody make really great coaches. So I would like to have 5 of them just come from my existing challenge group if possible. I want to have 5 new emeralds pop. So I thought about if I wanted that to be personally sponsored or just in my downline. And I would like to just see 5 new emeralds in the downline. Like, I think that would be really exciting. And I think that's super achievable. If all of us are working towards helping our coaches hit emerald. And I would like to see 10 of my coaches, my personal coaches in Success Club, meaning Success Club 5 or higher. It's weird because it's Success Club 5 because Kayla has 3 right now. So sometimes you do just get like an odd point, but most challenge packs are going to be 2 points. So even though it's Success Club 5, technically if you're helping 3 people get started, you're going to be at Success Club 6. But in order to get into the club, it's 5 or higher, and Kayla has 3. So sometimes you do get like one point in there. So, in case I just clarify that, because I remember being like, what? Why do they just say Success Club 6? But there are ways to get 1 point. And then I want to crush 80-day obsession phase 1, because that's what I'm working on right now. I just started this week, so that's what I'll be focusing on this month, is just phase 1. I want to really step up my time nutrition. And I'm also starting 10 rounds on Monday. So I'm doubling up, which is very aggressive and not recommended normally, but I have nothing else really going on with this quarantine. And Violet's finally a little bit older, so I can get through my workout. So I feel pretty confident that I can do 80-day every single morning at 9 a.m. when we do our group workout. And then I will find time sometime in the day to do 10 rounds later. And that way I'll get more cardio in. And then I'll promote and get behind the new program, because I want to be behind the launch. Size Fridays. So for those of you guys that don't know, Mary's on our team has been hosting on Fridays a Zoom where we do Size, which is like Shanti's dance program. And it's really funny and really fun. And I'm not a good dancer, but it's just like fun to do it. So some of us have been doing it, but it's open for everyone to join. So Size Fridays, learn TikTok. So I've already been doing TikTok here and there, but I want to actually learn a TikTok dance. So I actually put that on my goals. We've been talking about putting together like a little video, or Jacqueline was talking about it, and I still haven't even began to practice like any of it. So some point I'm going to do that. And then I really want to get back to consistently uploading to my YouTube channel. So my goal is 4 videos this month. I would like to do 1 a week, but I doubt I'm going to have time to film one and edit it this week. So at least if I can just do 4 before the month's over, I'll feel good about it. And then track my business daily, either with the Success Club business activity tracker or my book, but just making sure that I am actually tracking every day, keeping track of those invites, keeping track of those follow-ups. Yeah, so that's mine. Who wants to go next?
I'll volunteer.
Okay, Charlie.
I know. I made him this a Zoom because his teacher set up a weekly Zoom for the kids, which is adorable. And then, oh my God, on Amy's call earlier, she's like, "Charlie Allen."
I saw you and I saw that name and I was like busting up laughing because nobody.
I was like, Charlie, you're at Success Club 4. He's like, what? I was like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I totally just logged into his account. But anywho, let me go to my little graphic that I made. So my April goals, I put a lot of goals in here just because, I don't know, I have a lot of goals. I would like to continue with my weight loss. March, I gained weight in March, which is crazy because on the 17th, it will be my 1 year of using Beachbody, and I've never gone a month without successfully continually seeing progress. And this past month obviously screwed me up mentally, physically. I was eating like crap. So yesterday and today kind of took back control over that, and a lot of it was water weight, so I'm slowly going down. But I would like to reach a goal of 130, which obviously number doesn't really mean anything, but I just have a specific number in my head for stage weight, not I'm going to be competing anytime soon because everything's canceled. But I'm going to start Body Beast on Monday. I'm doing a week of hard labor right now, and I'm finishing bar. Next week is my last week. I'm going to get stricter with my diet, and I usually drink between 150 and 200 ounces of water a day, and I didn't do that at all in March, and I'm going to continue doing that this month. I have minimum 165 ounces. I use 75 ounce jugs, so I drink 2 of these and then a glass of water, and that's 165 ounces. I want to go outside and play with the kids more, which I've been doing every single day for the past few days, except when it's crappy out. For my social media, I would like my Instagram to get to 5,000 followers. I have what do I have? I wrote it down, almost 4,250. So I've got a lot of work to do on that because I know it's hard to get like 800 followers in a month, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure it out. I want to TikTok more. It's so much fun. I want to post once a week on YouTube, and I want to minimum post 5 times a week on Instagram. I've always been so bad with my actual like hard posts, but I've been getting better at it. So like just starting, like making a plan to like when I'm going to post and what I'm going to post has really helped. So I'm going to keep doing that. I would like to hit a $800 week. Last month, my goal was a $500 week, and I was like this close. I was like $30 away. So I want to hit an $800 a week because that would officially like replace what I was making, because I just got laid off recently, and I was making around $800 a week with my other job before my hours started dwindling. So I want to like officially say like, hey, I replaced a week of my old income. Success Club 10 plus, obviously. I say that every month. I wrote down like an actual number, like I would like to hit like 20, but I'm just gonna say 10 plus. Finish You Are a Badass, because I have been reading that for months and I just have no attention span, so I'm gonna continue and finish it. I would like 6 new coaches. I have 2 from yesterday, so that's awesome. I need 4 more coaches to hit that goal. I would like 5 new challengers, and then I would like to finish Build to Last, which thank you, Amber, for sending me that Audible. I freaking love it. And then I would like to hit 1 star this month, and I feel like we've got that under control. Like me and Michelle are working on that. I would like 3, I changed this to 4 in my Rise planner. I would like 4 of my personally sponsored coaches to rank advanced. So that would be a diamond and 3 emeralds. And then I would like 4 of them to hit Success Club. And I sent everybody a message. I have 2 different group chats going, and I would love to do whatever I can to help Rank Advance and Success Club happen for them. Quarterly, this quarter, I have it written down for what I would like to do. I want to commit to like physically changing my body, because to me, I said this earlier in one of my group chats, like physical progress to me equals like income, because people are going to trust what I'm talking about when they see that like it really does work. You know what I mean? So I want to like seriously like physically overhaul this quarter. I'm going to just go ham on my invites all quarter. I don't want to spend stupid money. I want to save. And I want to just like keep pushing, and I want to look for leaders. Like I want to be a leader of leaders. So that's my goals. Who's next?
I want to say I love your goals, and even if your weight went up this month, like you said, it's water weight, but I still think there's been so many like physical changes. Like, I don't know, your body's still changing. And I think you can see that, and people can see that. I mean, so even if you know that like the scale wasn't reflecting like that continuous down, like you were saying, you still come so far. And like, I'm still throwing it back to old progress photos. Like I'm nowhere near where like I want to be. But I'm still hitting Success Club. So like don't let like, but I do agree that your results are going to be income for you, because it's going to show people. But I also really believe in the inside transformations as well, which I know Jacqueline talks about too. But like anyone that's new that might be like, oh, I still don't have anything yet, just really focus and highlight the journey that you're on, and any wins that you're having, whether it's community, mindset, stress relief, any of that stuff is going to be so inspiring. But then of course, as you have like physical transformations, those are really cool to show as well. But I love those goals. Those are great. Who's next?
I'll go. I was like, I had them writing out, but I'm a psycho and I wanted them outlined by category, and it's just my April goals, not my Q2 goals. But for my business, I have Success Club 30, 15 new personally sponsored coaches. And I would like to have more challengers upgrade because I do think that I really want to create a good, stronger challenge group and find more ways to add value to my challenge group. Because one thing that Amy mentioned, like on the team call, is that, you know, challengers who upgrade to coaches and who are already like bleed Beachbody blue and have that result are more likely to go diamond, more likely to like really run with their business. And I want people who love this. Like, I really, really do. Because it's just more fun to work with people who love Beachbody. And then I want to get my second TBC to diamond, which I've been saying that forever. And now it's the second quarter of the year, so I can officially start, even though I was still putting people over there. I was more having people upgrade. This is issues that you have when you're like have multiple business centers. And then I would like 20 coaches in Success Club in the entire downline, because that would be freaking rad. And I think that's totally doable. And then 10 Emerald coaches, 10 new Emerald coaches in the downline, $2,000 a week, which I'm still going to keep saying until it happens. Hasn't happened yet. And then more one-on-one coach calls and connections, and group pods. And then for content, I want to do weekly newsletters, IGTV, again, post more and more stories, and then TikTok. I did my first TikTok last night. It's fun. It's addicting. I like spent forever trying to learn the stupid dance. And then I did it while I was baby wearing Rowan because I didn't practice it that way, but then he's been having lots of big feelings. So it ended up on there. Anyways, and then personal goals, rock 10 rounds, and dial in my nutrition. Also show up for morning Zoom workouts. And this is something that I need to work on because right now Ron's sleep is like all messed up. He sleeps in like his bassinet still for like half the night. And then the second half of the night, he's on me and we're like asleep and he's like on my boob. And then in the mornings, I'm like half awake at 8 a.m. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to get up. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be there for the workout. And then I fall back asleep or he'll fall back asleep. And then I'm cozy and I don't get up at 9 to show up for the morning workout. So I like that though. It's the first time I've had a routine throughout my pregnancy. And it's also really fun just seeing everybody. I've noticed my day feels a lot better when I start it that way. So there's that. And then I also just started Rachel Hollis's Next 90 Days. I signed up for that and because it's free and I think it's good. Again, like Amy said, it's basically what we do in our business, but it's just something to talk about. It's something to keep you extra accountable and to work on like personal development through all this crazy. And then also get outside and go for a daily walk. Today we got rained on when we went out. It's currently hailing, but we did get outside. So, you know, there's that. And also start meditating. Those are my goals. I need to work on my Q2 goals now. So well, everybody else goes so we can.
Yeah, I realized I didn't talk about, I just talked about like my monthly goals. I didn't talk about like bigger goals. But I do like that adding on the, like the daily walks and the morning workouts are really fun. We had like a lot of people at first and just like anything, there's less and less and less people. Like the other day I was like saying something and I was like, oh wait, we're all coaches. Of course, the people that are now showing up are just coaches. But I was hoping that because it's part of the free community group that we would have more customers on there. I think it's helping me push harder for sure. Like, even though none of us are like judging each other, like I don't give up because I'm like, no, they're there, they're still working. Like, I really do think that if you guys want that extra accountability, it's 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, noon Eastern, but or if you can't make it, maybe do your own, like, you know, whatever. It's just like something about having people there really does push. Like, I feel like I'm pushing harder in my workouts and I need that. And I like the daily walks. I've been doing that too. Been getting rained on as well. I'm like, can we at least just get some sun? Like, it's so depressing. It's like so gloomy on top of everything. But yeah, so those are, I like your goals.
It just goes to show, like, the Zoom calls with only coaches showing up sometimes, like, what the accountability, like, what being a coach, like, it comes with that accountability.
100%. And I do want to find a way to get more people engaged with those and maybe Also, there's like the Set Your Soul on Fire one, which I saw she now made for 500 people. So that'll be cool. So we can all get on that one on Saturday mornings. But like, if you guys can work out and can show up at 9 a.m., even if you're just rolling out of bed or you look crazy or whatever, you have a baby on your boob 5 minutes prior. Like, it's fun. It does. It like keeps me in that routine. So
Well, and I have it up for the whole hour. So even if your workout's shorter and you want to hop on 30 minutes in, no one's going to be like, you're late, just come on whenever you can.
I think I did
But
that
I will shut off when what was that?
I did that one of the days. I was like 20.
Yeah, like it's no pressure, but it is cool to see more people on there. But yeah, I've had some of my like free customers being like, I really want to join the free workouts. They just keep saying that. So I'm just like, okay. I don't know what more I can do besides provide it for you. And I do want to do more like meditations and stuff. It was just like I kind of ran out of a few things and I was like, well, I don't like want to keep redoing stuff. So I was kind of like, oh, maybe I'll do one every like 2 or 3 times. So, but if anybody has one they see, like even because I found that Mel Robbins on Instagram, Gabby Burns, oh my God, talk. Gabby on Bernstein, like these are just things that I've been seeing on Instagram. So if you guys like see something that you're like, oh, that would be cool, and it's like 5 minutes or under, like even if you don't want to present it, send me a DM and be like, Amber, this might be cool for the morning workouts, and I'll be like, thank you, because like I need content too.
And maybe if we even did it like once a week, like it doesn't have to be an everyday thing. I don't know.
Yeah, or maybe like Sundays or something. I don't know. I don't know if everyone wants to. I mean, there might be a day that I just don't want to get on too. Because even though like I love all this connection, I'm starting to feel like a little burnt out. And so I need to like, that's why I've set some of the Zooms up as just like ongoing in case I can't make it. But yeah, maybe we could talk about that. Just making it like a day of the week where, okay, everyone knows this is the day we're going to do 10 minutes of meditation or something. And it could be longer.
Meditation Mondays.
It's a good idea.
There we go. Start the week off.
Start the week.
Charlie Allen's a thinker.
That's Charlie Allen.
And Success Club and everything.
6 years old.
He's almost 7, okay.
Who else wants to share their goals? Kayla, Madison, Caitlin, Gina? All the names.
Kayla, are you going first?
Yeah, I'll go next. So I'm like scribble down a bunch, but so I put Success Club 10, 3 active working coaches. So I got a new coach, seems really excited. So I'm really hoping that she runs with it because the other ones are just been discount. I really haven't had anybody working at all. So I'm hoping that changes this month finally. And then I want to get 5 new customers. I want to also do my YouTube, and I've been saying that every month and I never do it. So that's one thing that I keep putting there. So I'm going to do that now that I have more time at home. And then I want to do at least 3 new IGTVs because that's been a while as well. And then I've been working on a newsletter. So I like tested and tried to send that out to myself yesterday, but it was like being weird. So I'm going to try to like do that again and play around with it so I can officially start a newsletter and then keep up with that. I want to do my tracker daily, and then a couple personal things I do want to do more lives and material in my challenge group that are more fun and keep things like different each week in that, and then do my 2B mindset. And then a couple personal goals are I want to do sell more on Poshmark and local Facebook groups so that I can connect with different people as well, just selling them clothes and then putting in like my information in case they want to join or like follow me or anything. So that's always good to do when things like that. Stop, my dog is like going crazy. And then I want to start 10 rounds. I wasn't going to do it at first, but I think I am going to start it on Monday, and I've been talking about it a little bit, and do my gallon of water daily, and then keep up with my nutrition as much as I can in April because I've kind of got off track the last 2 weeks. And I think that's it.
Those are great goals. And I want to assure you that I think working coaches come just with time, and like, I don't want to say it's a numbers game, because you could recruit 3 people like in a row that are just like badass that just want to like run with it. But I will say that, and everybody on our teams are important for whatever, you know, whether or not they're working or not, because sometimes people are just there to just because they want that community, but they don't want to build a business. But I will say that I just feel like it's numbers. You know, you'll get like 10 coaches and then you'll probably have 3 that are just like, and that's fine, you know, but it's just like the more you recruit, the more you'll find those people. So just know that it's not you. It's not like, I don't think it's anybody individually. Some people, I think the more we talk about the business too, that's something I'm trying to work on. Like the more we talk about whatever we post for, we're going to get. So if we're talking about fitness and talking about our transformation and we're talking about community, then we're going to get a lot of people that want that. And that's what I talk about a lot. So I'm personally trying to talk more about business. So, and you do, I know everyone does, but I just think that the more we talk about it, the business side of things, the more we might start to attract people that like want to work a business. But also just the more consistent everyone hits Success Club too, because that's just like more people that could upgrade to coaches and maybe become a coach that didn't even know they wanted to be a coach. So I just feel like the more you build your team, like even just with customers, the more like coaches you're gonna get too. And I will say I've had so many people that are like, I am so down to work this business, and then they just disappear.
Yeah, I think I really need to talk about it more, because I don't even talk about it really in my stories, and I've done it a couple times, but I definitely need to talk about it more, because that's might be another reason why I'm not getting it as well. And then I have because Amy said like your challengers are going to be the ones that fall in love with it first too, and then they're going to want to do it. So I have Vanessa that's been really talking about how she wanted to coach, and actually the last couple people that have signed up with me have been from her. And I'm like, dude, like you're sending me your people, but at the same time I'm like, well, I mean, like if you're not ready to commit, but I keep talking to her about it, and I'm like, well, these could be your people, but you're sending them to me, so I'm happy like in each way. But yeah, I think she's going to do it eventually, but right now, like, I'm happy to have her as a challenger, and it's just people like that I know will probably end up joining. So
yeah, that's great. That's awesome. And referrals work too. Cause Loya's not on this call, but I always like to use her as an example, because she's one of my oldest friends. Like I met her when I was 20, and she was always like my healthy friend. And I always told her she should be a personal trainer. And I was the not healthy friend. I just wanted to eat and drink. And I hated when she like tried to get me to work out. And then fast forward, I'm doing Beachbody, and she had gained 50 pounds, decides to just become a customer, like loses 50 pounds, looks phenomenal. And through all of this, watching me, congratulating me, losing 50 pounds herself, still did not want to coach. And I remember like we went down for, I would always bring it up to her, and she had every excuse. Well, my story is not inspiring. I'm like, what? You've lost 50 pounds. Well, I don't know enough people. I live in a part of, like, I don't have a lot of people in my life. My social media, like she always had all these excuses. And I realized she had to just kind of like figure it out on her own, you know? And then I went down to LA for the New Leaders Conference. So once you're a 1-star coach, you get invited to the New Leaders Conference in February. It's in LA. You get to go to corporate, and it's really cool. And I met up with her, and she got to meet Kate and some other coaches. And then it was finally like on that trip. Like this is like 3 years. I mean, being like, can you just be on my team? And
I remember I remember that specifically, and I remember being like, because we talked about it before, and I'm like, I'm gonna tell her she needs to be a coach, but you were like, but don't scare her.
I know, I was like, well, don't scare her. I've been telling her she knows.
No, but I remember being like, girl, I've seen your transformation. I see you showing up. Coach.
Yeah. Yeah, and now she is, and it's really cool. But I think that people need to come to their own time too. Like, because the last thing you want to do, and I think this is true for challenges too, like just a challenge pack, if you have to convince someone super hard, like you're going to have to be convincing them the entire way, and it's fucking exhausting. Sorry, excuse my language. So it's like you want somebody that doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want someone that you have to constantly be like re-talking them into something. So I think it's better for, of course, like always suggest things like you've been doing to your friend and she's sending you people, but it's like once they have that realization on their own, it's so much more fun.
Kind of. Well, sorry. It's gonna happen every call. I was just gonna add this in, like I feel like for me, adding like upgrading a customer to a coach is also feeling like less overwhelming, because I have this new girl and I'm like, all right, like she told me that she had ordered Shakeology, but she never like done Beachbody ever, but she ordered it like a long time ago. So now I'm just like trying not to like overwhelm her with like the information, because now she is a coach and she wants to do it. And like, but at the same time, I need to provide her with all the other information. So with my Vanessa joining, and she's already been a challenger since August with me, I feel like a lot like less complicated, because I don't know. Yeah. So I just don't, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's hard, because even if somebody has been a challenger though, it's like, there's no way to like, okay, how do I explain this? So I feel like when you're learning like Beachbody and learning how to be a coach, it can feel very overwhelming, because you're just like, what? There's like all these groups and like I'm supposed to like learn all this stuff. But and I've tried like all the things, like a new coach academy. I tried rewriting like a guide. I've tried, and it doesn't seem to matter what the training is. Like there's just certain people that are willing to dive in. And so although I know what you're saying, because it's like it can be more hard, it can be harder to explain all this to somebody that's like newer to the challenge as well as the coaching. But I always just tell them like, please focus on your, like, here's all the information, but like, let's just make sure that you understand your meal plan and your workouts, because let's start there. And then here's like this new coach training, and I want you to watch this new coach video when you have time. But I feel like no matter how you lay it out, it could seem overwhelming to like to a particular type of person. But I don't know why there's just always like certain people that seem to rise above it and figure it out. I don't know. So like, but I think if you do get a new coach that's also a new challenger same time, just make sure that you're checking in with them a lot, and just make sure that they understand the meal plan and the workouts. Like I feel like that's the most important thing in the beginning, and the rest will start to come into play. But I don't know if anyone else has anything to add about that, because I have heard that a lot. Like it's so overwhelming, but I mean, I feel like you could send somebody like, I don't know. It's such a perspective thing too. Like what's overwhelming and what's confusing.
I think it was just my fear, because I finally got somebody that's like, yeah, I want to run the business. And then I'm like, fuck, like, I don't want to overwhelm her, but like, I was excited. So I just like whatever. We've been having like great conversations. I've just gotten to fear of like, okay, like now I'm adding to all this stuff to her, and I don't want it to be too much. So I've just been trying to be as smooth as I can with her about it.
That's great.
I think you can also be like, girl, I'm still learning. Let's do this together. Like if you come at it from that perspective and be like, I'm still new. This is your 8th month, right, Kayla? I think I saw you say that and Set Your Soul on Fire. So like, be like, I'm still relatively new at this. I'm still learning. I'm really excited to help you run, and let's do this together. This is what's worked for me. Now let's start you here. And like, don't worry about everything. What I like to say is this business is just like any other job. I use my job at Starbucks. Like I remember when I first started, I was like, how the fuck am I going to learn to do all these drinks? How am I going to memorize all these stupid frappuccinos and skinny vanilla lattes and whatever? And it's just like any other job, you learn as you go. But the cool thing is this business, you don't have to know everything to start. You just have to be passionate about sharing it and like showing up. And that is how you help people. So like, they don't have to know everything. They just have to be willing to share and start. And also remembering that everything is figure outable. And that's what I like to tell new coaches too. Like everything is figure outable. You don't have to overcomplicate it. And like, you're here for her if she has questions. And there are these calls and these pages and so many resources, but just show up and figure it out a day at a time. So
Kayla, just to piggyback, have you had a call with her yet?
I haven't had a call yet, but I told her, I'm like, let's schedule a call. And she wasn't available today. So I think we're going to do the call tomorrow, and that'll go better too. But um,
That'll be so nice, because I did it with like two of my coaches that wanted to work the business. They just didn't. And I like, before I did, I outlined everything and I put it like in a PowerPoint for them, and then I sent them the links for everything, because I like kind of felt like I was doing so much. I'm like, you have to do it on your own. You know what I mean? Like, like when I signed up with Amber, I was like, what do I need to do? And she's like, there's the self-paced one, and then there's this. I just went to the self-paced, and I literally did everything on the list, like just myself. And then I was just like, rolling with that. But I don't know, like my coach calls went really great. I hope yours does, but I just feel like they really have to want it, because I don't think it's that confusing. Like the team pages can be a lot, like especially if you have your own, and then there's Amber's, I'm also part of Kate's and Amy's, and then there's so many, but I feel like the resources we have are super easy to use. Like what Amber sent me, it was like, you're a new coach, do this, 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 and this, and do your workouts. And I was like, all right, fine. So I don't know. I'm frustrated with that too. That's like one of my goals for April, is to get new coaches, because I feel like I'm spending so much time on people that say they want it but aren't willing to work. So yeah.
One thing I want to add really quick is because Kelsey's on this call, and her and I are both like, she's also a new mom. She has 2 daughters, and we have yet to actually get on a one-on-one call together, but we message all the time. And she hit Success Club her like 2 months in a row. She's Emerald, like she's plugging in, she's on the calls and on the things. So like if you don't have time to set up that one-on-one call, know that it's not going to like make or break somebody either. And you just do what you can do with them, like as you go. And again, like the people who want this are gonna figure it out, and they're gonna work for it, and they're gonna connect with you and like have that conversation if they are struggling with something, and then they're just gonna do the work. Anybody want to share their goals?
I'll share mine, because my Mac is about to die and I really need to cook my tilapia for my Time Nutrition. So my first goal is to go 100% in with the Time Nutrition for 80-Day Obsession. I love the workouts. I think today was day 4, and like I feel so amazing. And I'm like, even on my period, sorry, TMI, but I like am so sore, and I just like, I'm obsessed. I really am obsessed. So I really want to go all in, even though I had 3 pieces of pizza last night. I'm doing that. And then I'd really like to go diamond. That was my goal last month, and really mentor 2 coaches to get to Emerald that really want it. I have a couple challengers that asked me about coaching, just because like during this time, like people are losing their jobs. So I think that would be a good opportunity. I also don't have a job for the next 2 months. Schools are closed. So I'm still getting paid, but I have a lot of time to dedicate towards that. Success Club 10 plus. I've been hitting February and March. I just hit Success Club 6. So I'd really like to get that going, because January was a super good month. To fill out my daily tracker with a power hour, and join the rest of the girls that are doing one. Jacqueline, are we still doing that? Is that open for anyone?
What was that? Sorry.
Were we doing power hours?
The 6 o'clock ones?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone can join that one.
Yeah, I pinned.
Amber set that up, right?
Yeah, I pinned it to. I can send you the link, Kate, because we're talking about doing like a daily power hour that's open to the whole team. So I pinned it. There's like 3 announcements pinned to Team CCP, and that's one of them. And it's just daily, and it's set up so even if I can't make it, so if you get on and you're the only one, you're the only one. But like, I'm gonna try to be there daily. I missed it yesterday, and then it's not gonna be. I know Thursdays this doesn't make any sense, I think, because we have Set Your Soul on Fire at the same time, and it's a lot. So I'm not gonna be there on Thursdays, but yeah, it's just like an hour for us to connect. We're just, like the last few times we just went over the business activity tracker together, and it's nice. And we just like work and share what we're doing. So I think I'm learning stuff. So I think it's good.
So yeah, do that with the tracker, and join daily because I don't really have anything else to do. And then send out an April newsletter. I'd like to include more coaching in that, since I have so many leads every day. I don't know if anyone else is getting so many leads, but I had 5 new leads today. So I emailed all of them and I texted them. And my personal one is just organize all my education university stuff since it's all going online. Yeah, basically I just have a shit ton of free time, so I'm just going for it.
I'm sorry about your job, but I think that's great. You said you're still getting paid, right? You said that. So that's awesome. But yeah, more time to become a diamond coach. Like my goal is while we have this downtime, let's everybody fucking rank advance, get your teams growing. So then when you do get your jobs back or life resumes, you can have built something. It doesn't mean like, it doesn't have to be one or the other. It's just, we have the luxury of time right now. And that's, I feel like, one of the biggest things that's holding most of us back in life. Well, I wish I had more time to build this side hustle. And now we have so much time. So I think that's a really great use of our time to build something really cool. Imagine if you get to diamond, you're going to be getting like not only $18 per cycle for cycle bonuses, you're going to be getting leads, you're going to be getting more income. And then that's, I think, easier to maintain as long as you're like continuing to hit Success Club and recruit on top of another job. It's so possible. So I think I love that plan. I think everyone should aim for diamond in the next, while we're in quarantine. Someone has less time. Oh, that sucks. My husband's military and I've been having to travel everywhere to help people in Alaska. So it's just me and my girls. I feel you. It's just me and my children as well. It's hard. Like not everyone has more time. I guess I shouldn't have said everyone has more time, but a lot of people have more time. But it doesn't mean that you can't build this because there's people that build this while they're working a full-time job or while we aren't stuck at home. So it can totally happen. It's harder to do if you have no help and you're with your kids. I feel that. But it's still possible. And it sounds like, weren't we just talking about how she was having
Success. But I will also say, Kelsey, like, one, you hit Success Club your second month, your emerald, you dropped your emerald, but you got it right back. And then, like, how cool will it be able to say when you start getting coaches who are working, be like, dude, all this shit was going on in my first few months and I still made it fucking happen. Like, I still showed up. I still hit Success Club. I still went Emerald. I was still recruiting coaches. I was still building my business. And she's getting like sick results from bar. So I'm like, you can be like, I've been doing all this. Well, all this was going on. And I was at home with my kids and like all the time. If I can do this, you can do it. So I would even say it as that. Like, you're doing it. You're making it happen.
Yeah, talk about all that too, because other people, you're going to just relate to other people that are in that same boat, that maybe are military families, that maybe are now with their kids more. And so they're busier, you know? So it's like all those things are going to speak to people and motivate people. And yeah. Cool. Does anyone else want to share goals?
I'll share. So I don't also have more time because I'm still working. I have a new issue though of working from home, and Chris is working from home. So he's in my photo studio and I'm in our spare room, and our dog is crazy and life is crazy. So that's a whole new lifestyle. But business goals, I want Success Club 8, 2 new coaches, 5 new challengers. And I was very overwhelmed with the business in the beginning. And I think part of that was not because it's hard to understand, but because I was trying to figure out what I wanted from it in general. Like when I started, I was like, yes, I want this. But I have a history of saying, yes, I want all these things, but like not actually digesting what that means. And just being kind of a yes person by nature. So that was something I had to kind of figure out and keep. Obviously, I had a lot of personal things come up within that too. But Okay, back to goals. I want to be more consistent with posting within the groups, both with my personal groups and with the team groups. And within that, also keep getting on these calls, because I've had more success just as a result of being on these calls. So something is working with that and being more involved. I want to crush 10 rounds and get stronger and help my challengers with that. For personal goals, I definitely need to drink more water. Like I drink coffee, I drink tea, I drink some wine here and there, but like I really need to just drink more water. I also want to work on my morning routine, because I have found that I'm waking up like 20 minutes before I have to be at work, aka my desk, and I'm like making a superfood really quick and then like shuffling in here. But I want to start getting myself out earlier and doing some yoga, doing some meditation, really grounding myself before getting to work, which is just a new mind shift for me. And then I do really well when I intermittent fast. I have PCOS, so I have to be very careful about my blood sugar levels. So intermittent fasting 5 times a week, and I just do it. I stop eating around 7 or 8, and then start at like 8 a.m. So I just do a 12-hour while I sleep, basically. So that's that for the goals, and then I think really just keep figuring out the business and working it, because even though I don't have more time, I think this is kind of all of our times to shine, because people really, really need it. And I'm finding so many people are struggling because they're out of work and stuff, but the positivity that all of this brings, I think, is really, really important. And so just kind of showing up for other people on that front is kind of a big deal right now. So that's where I'm at with stuff.
I love it. Thanks for sharing, and congratulations on hitting Emerald today. I know Lexi did too. So, and you were such a good sport, because you should have been Emerald like 2 weeks ago, but we figured it out. But I think that's great, because I think that what you said is really important, because a lot of times I think people do get overwhelmed, and then a lot of people just disappear. But I think showing up to team calls, like you said, like something's working. And I think that even if you're still figuring out what your long-term goals are, I think even if you connect with us and get on the calls, and I want that for everyone, because I really do think that if everyone got on the calls, we would have a shift in like everything for the team. So I think that's great to just like get on the calls, and those goals sound great, but also the morning routine, because you are one of the people that are still working. So I think a morning routine will help you also get you into a good mindset. That's another reason why so I have the baby that wakes me up, but even if I didn't have the baby, I would still be wanting the structure of the 9 a.m. group workout, because I really do think that structure is so important for us, like making sure that we have something. And if you have to still work, then having some like morning grounding, something you can do for yourself to get you into a good headspace. I think is
I'd like to join those, but it's at noon my time, so it's like I have to like eat lunch quickly and let the dogs out, because now they're like super confused, like, why are you home and doing this? Like it's going to be a whole thing when we go back to work retraining. But
it's hard to get like a time that will work for everybody.
Oh yeah,
there are some West Coast people that are like, I'm still sleeping. I'm like, hey, come on, it's 9 a.m. It's not like we're doing 7 a.m.
No.
My excuse for still sleeping is the baby.
Okay, that's true. You're allowed to say that. I didn't mean I'm thinking of someone who's a coach that doesn't have a kid who says she's sleeping every day.
But we also remember when we were showing up at like 6, was it 5 or 6 a.m.? We did
when we did
it was like you and me.
When we did like morning, we were trying to do the miracle mornings for a while. We did it like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
We did that. You were pregnant too.
Yep.
Can't do that anymore.
I would like to get on at least 1 or 2 of those noon ones though, because I found that working out like with the Amy Super Saturday situation or the Sweaty Saturday, I definitely pushed myself harder, and that's just it's so true, but you do. So even just doing 1 or 2 of those would be good.
Can we have a coach sneak peek this month, like mid-month?
We need to. I dropped the ball on, well, I guess it's only the second, but we need to figure out, because I've been liking doing them like the third week, I guess, but now it doesn't really, I mean, we can do them do it anytime. Yeah, we'll figure one out. We should do another one. I would like to do another live coach like training thing again too, where my internet works.
I'll help.
Yeah, you're here, so you can help. Okay.
So.
Cool. I'm reading the notes here, or the comments. Oh yeah, Leslie's a brand new coach. I saw her. She was like cooking and stuff. Yeah, I'm proud of anyone that hops on. Like, even if you are brand new and you're like, I don't know what anyone is talking about, it's still, I think, through like almost like osmosis. Like, the more you're around it, the more you hear it, the more it starts to kind of click and make sense. So I think all I can do is say what's worked for me and what I see working for my coaches that have also seen success. Like Jacqueline says, she's only missed 1 call. It's clear that she's had success. So I really think that like showing up to as much as you can is really, really good. And I did that in the beginning. I showed up to, before I had my own team call, I would show up to Kate's every Wednesday. I would be like rushing home from work and like on her call every single week. And I would always be on Set Your Soul on Fire, even when I was working full time, just because I was new and I wanted to absorb as much as I could. And a lot of it went over my head, but it was okay. Like, it started to make sense. And then when something applied to me, I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember learning about this. And then I could Google it or look at the FAQs and get more clarity. Does anyone else want to go? Or what time is it? It's almost time to end. No pressure.
We might have a guest speaker on next week, trying to nail that down. So that'll be exciting. And if we do, we need more people.
Yeah. Maybe we'd have more people show up because they'd want to just tune in.
Mm-hmm.
I hope she does it. Because I was like, I've been wanting to have a guest speaker for a while.
Mm-hmm. I'm still waiting to hear back from people from the retreat too. So eventually when I nail down dates with people, we should have a few people. But this is my friend Ruthie, who she is I'm not sure what exactly her title is. Hold on. I need to she used to be a Beachbody coach, but she is a spiritual money wealth embodiment coach. Okay, that's what she does now. But she was going to come and talk to us about mastering your mindset around money and limiting beliefs about money. So
I am totally down with hyping that call up and getting a lot of coaches on it.
Yeah. I think everybody needs to work on that. She was like, would you want me to, she's like, I'm trying to do more public speaking. Can I speak on your team call? And I'm like, yes. Yes. Oh, I love that.
So. Sweet. Well, I think this is a good call. Thanks for sharing your goals, everyone. I feel like I want to edit mine and add a few more things after hearing everyone's. Yeah. As far as the end of this quarter, my quarter goals are, I want to be at least two-star qual, open my second business center. That's what I would like. I wanted to be 5-star by Summit. Summit's not happening, but I still like to be 5-star. Well, I guess that would still be the second quarter. When's the second quarter end?
Wait, that would be still by the end of the second quarter. I feel like the third quarter starts right after Summit, normally. But I mean, you can still push for that because I think hopefully leadership is still happening. And then we just have to go 5-star to earn leadership, Amber, and anybody who wants to go to leadership.
I'm here, I'm listening.
You're fine. I think it's still the end of the second quarter, but I don't know, for people still pushing for leadership.
Okay, well, I'm pushing for 5-star. The goal was by July. So still want that.
Ditto. It's gonna happen. It's the year. Yeah, and I mean, we can always write out our Q2 goals and then share them on the next call briefly before, like, when we kick off the call or something, because I actually need to, like, remap out my year goals based off of Q1 and then write them out and go into detail about it. But yeah, this was a good call.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good night. Hop on in the morning Zooms. Bye.
Bye, guys.